Hello everyone, my name is Subin Abram, and in today's video we are going to talk about charges, that is your first topic of class 12th physics. So what are charges? So we all know that everything that is around us is made up of matter, right? And we also know that matter are made up of lots of subatomic particles. Well, there are lots of subatomic particles, but most common three subatomic particles are somewhat we are very familiar with, right? So what are those three subatomic particles? Yes, we're talking about electrons, protons and neutrons. So these are the most common three subatomic particles which we have studied in the past, and these are the most famous ones, right? Okay, and we all know that these subatomic particles, no matter how small their mass is, but they still do have some mass, right? So mass of an electron is equals to 9.1 into 10 to the minus 31 kgs. Mass of a proton is equals to 1.67 into 10 to the minus 27 kgs, and mass of neutron is equals to 1.67 is into 10 to the minus 27. Mass of a proton and neutrons are approximately same, but they are not same, they're approximately same, right? Okay, so all these subatomic particles have mass, right? So in our 11th standard we have studied about gravitational force, right? And we know if we have mass, then we will be attracted to the other mass by this force which we call as gravitational force. So very similarly, so these subatomic particles have mass, so that must be they must attract other particles with by the virtue of their masses, right? So very similarly, so what uh, experimentists, or I should say the scientists, what they did, right? So they placed one electron and the other electron, separated them by 1 centimeter, and they tried to find out the gravitational attraction between these two electrons, right? So we all know we can do that by the formula F equals to G m electron 1 mass of electron 2 divided by the distance they are separated by whole square. Yes or no? By that formula we can actually find out. So when I do the math, I get the the force of attraction between these two electrons is coming out to be 5.5 into 10 to the power minus 67 Newton. Now you guys can see this very small 10 to the power minus 67 it's small, right? But the force of attraction is there, right? But they also find out that there is a strong repulsion between electron and electron when they're separated by 1 centimeter. They came to know that the repulsion is actually equal to 2.3 into 10 to the power minus 24 Newton, which is very large as compared to 10 to the power minus 67 Newton, that is, which is very large as compared to the attraction, right? Okay, now scientists are confused. We knew about mass, we knew about gravitational force, but now there is this new force of repulsion. The electron and electrons are repelling each other. So now they are confused that where is this repulsion coming from, right? So that kept them thinking, okay, so the attraction was coming because of the gravitational force, and the gravitational force was coming because of the one of the basic property of particle, that is the mass, right? So they thought, okay, so there is this new force. So first of all they named that new force as electric force, and then they thought, okay, because of the mass there was this gravitational force, and because of which we were able to say, okay, there is an attraction force. So they thought, they argued, okay, why not one more physical quantity, basic physical quantity, which is responsible for this force. So there they named this basic physical quantity as charge, right? They named this property as charge. This charge is that property which is actually making this repulsion force. So from here the origin of charge came into existence, right? So this repulsion force was far greater as compared to the attraction force, which kept them thinking, which were making them thinking that there is some basic property which they later on called charge, which is responsible for this, repulsion force, right? Okay, now they did the same experiment for protons. So they placed one proton, another proton, they separated them by 1 centimeter, and they did the same experiment. They find out the value of attraction, but again they find out there was a strong repulsion which was of same order, that is 2.8 × 10⁻24 Newton, which is again strong. Okay, so because of this they came to conclude, okay, that means protons also have this basic property, that is your charge, right? Okay, great. They did the same experiment for neutrons. Again, 2 neutrons, they placed them at 1 centimeter distance. There they find out the force. So the force was coming out to be 10 to the power minus 60, 1.9 into 10 to the power minus 60, which is again attractive, not repulsive, attractive. Okay, and there was no repulsive force. So from this experiment we can conclude, okay, there is no repulsive force. That means this attractive force is purely gravitational because of the mass of the neutron. So from here they conclude, okay, neutron does not have this physical quantity you call it charge, right? Okay, electron has it, proton has it, but neutron does not have it. Okay, great. And we all know that there are two types of charges. We know there is positive charge, there is negative charge, and we also know when you keep a positive charge near to a positive charge, then these repel, right? When you positive repel. When you keep a negative charge near your negative charge, repel, great. But when you keep your positive charge near a negative charge, they start to attract each other. Now these are some basic quantities, basic things which I'm sure all of us know, right? Okay, the last thing, unit of charge. Okay, so we all know, okay, unit of charge, first of all, charge is abbreviated as small q, right? Unit of charge is named after a famous scientist who was responsible for Coulomb's law. I'm sure all of you must have heard of Coulomb's law, which we are going to discuss in our further classes. So Coulomb, the unit of charge is named after this scientist, Coulomb, right? Which is abbreviated as 1C, capital C, right? Okay, so if somebody asks you how much is 1 Coulomb charge, okay, so if we have a wire and in that wire 1 ampere current is flowing, then 1 Coulomb charge is the charge that is flowing through a wire in 1 second. So in 1 second, how much charge is flowing through that wire is what you call as 1 Coulomb charge when 1 ampere current is flowing through that wire, right? I hope that is understandable. I hope you take your time to let that sink in. Okay, great. So again, we just discussed that there are positive charge, there are negative charge. So protons are those particles which have positive charge. Electrons are those particles which have negative charge. Protons have this much charge, plus, because like I said, protons have positive charge. So protons have plus 1.6 into 10 to the minus 19 Coulomb, and electrons have minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 Coulomb. They both have same amount of charge. The only difference is one is positive, another one is negative. I hope this video has cleared your concept of charge. So if you have any more doubt, you can comment it down so that I can answer it in my next video. I hope all of you are doing good. Stay home, stay safe.